Hello again, everyone. I wanted to make a follow-up video, just clarifying a few things about the PLP, because I realized my last video I failed to mention a couple of pretty important things. So first of all, the PLPs are personalized learning plans. Those are only for grades 3 through 8. Okay, so third graders through eighth graders. All of you will have a PLP. The rest of the younger grades and the older grades, this does not necessarily pertain to you. But for all of my third grade through eighth grade families, hopefully this video will um, again clarify a couple of things, maybe answer a few of your questions. And I'm going to try to be a little bit more specific, but also concise with what I'm saying. So later today, you are going to receive in an email one of these, a big spreadsheet. What is this spreadsheet? Well, this is the actual PLP. What this is exactly, it's a way for you to see what the state standards are when in the teaching co-op, those are generally going to be taught, a very loose framework. And then also you've got your link up here to Mastery Connect for those little quizzes that you're going to be taking that we keep track of for all of our third through eighth grade students. So here's kind of the procedure. Each week, you should have at least 2 of the co-op classes that you are attending, grades 3 through 8. Everybody has an English and a math class, and a couple of the grades also have a science class, so you all have 3 that you attend. Best practice, the best way to do these PLPs is just after you're done with your co-op class for that week. So I have, as an example here, third grade English. So say you're in third grade, your students in third grade. After their third grade English class for that week, just go into this spreadsheet that you have, and then whatever standard was being taught that week, you will come over here and you'll be able to see the testing code for it. And just in case, I went over this little process in the other video, but just in case you forgot, what you're going to do is you're going to go up here where it says Mastery Connect Test ID. You're going to click in this cell, and this is a link to the actual Mastery Connect website. So if you click in the cell, it should come up with this little window right here, and you're able to just click on that. And this is where you're going to be able to put in your actual testing ID. So for example here, let's say that this week it was this particular standard, this 3.2.R.1. The student will locate the main idea and find supporting details of the text or section of text. You find out from your teacher, yeah, that's the standard we're working on, and you're able to, after class, click on this right here. This will pop up, and then you're able to put in this testing ID right here, because this correlates to this right here. Same thing with all of these standards. You're able to put that little code in and take your little quiz over it. It's only a couple of questions long. They're nothing painful or stressful or anything like that. Just a way for us to track your progress. So like I said, I have up as an example third grade English. These are all of the state standards again. They're broken down pretty logically. All of the co-op teachers, of course, have access to these. This is where they pull a lot of their resources. So as you can see, there's lesson plans. These are usually slideshow presentations, so you'll have access to those as well. There's a lot of different resources in here, and then of course there's videos that they can use, all kinds of different resources that the teacher has access to, and then of course you all have access to as well if you want to utilize those. And then over on this side is more for the students. So like I said, each of you has at least 2 classes that you're attending, the math and the English. This is the English for 3rd grade, but to make it a little bit more convenient, I'm not sending out 2 different spreadsheets to everybody or 3 different spreadsheets. All of them are embedded into one spreadsheet. To get to the math standards, you're going to go down here to the bottom, and you can see there's 2 different pages. We're on the first page right now, 3rd grade PLP for English. But if you click on this one, where it says 3rd grade math PLP, it'll take us to the math page. And you can go back and forth between them really easily. You just have to click on them. So the math page, as you can see, it's pretty much set up the same way. It's got the videos, resources, the actual standard is over here, of course, the weeks on the side here. And then same thing, it has the same link right here to Mastery Connect that you can click on, and then the codes that you're able to put in to quiz over the various state standards. Again, just to reiterate, best practice, the best procedure for this is just after your particular class for that week, your co-op class, just come into this spreadsheet. Hopefully you know which standard was covered. If you don't, make sure you're asking your teacher. Sometimes it's pretty obvious which standard is being covered, but sometimes it's always good to ask too. And then you can go in here, figure out, okay, we covered this standard this week, this 3.2.w.1. And here's the testing code. We're going to just click on this, put in the code, click next. It's going to ask for your student ID. You all should have access to that right now. It's on that login sheet that I sent you way back when. If you don't remember it, or if you lost it and you can't find it, just let me know. I can give that to you. I, of course, have access to all of your student IDs as well. And then you'll be able to just take those quizzes, and I'll be able to see your scores on my side of things. If you have any more specific questions, you can, of course, ask me, and then you can also feel free to ask your co-op teacher as well. Since all of us have classes at different points during the week, and some of the teachers are maybe a week or 2 behind, some of them are a little bit ahead of the game. Going off of the individual weeks here on the side, it's not always the most reliable. The best way to figure out exactly where you're at and which standard is being covered, which test to take, or which little quiz to take, is just to ask the teacher while the class is going on. That's the best way to do it. So I believe that is all I need to cover about these PLPs for right now. Like I said, expect an email later today. Today's Thursday. That's when this is being recorded. I'm going to hopefully have all of these out to all of you 3rd through 8th graders. And then, if you have any further questions, again, just send those in to me. But for time purposes, I'll go ahead and end the video here.